Hello, everyone, and welcome to your New York Neutrals. We're here again with another Knicks Neutrals. And as you can tell from my voice, I am very disappointed as it was a battle for New York, and the Knicks did not come out on top. In a hard fought game against the Brooklyn Nets, the Knicks could not find enough defense, enough shots. It was a very tough game. And we will be going over the blockbuster deal for Brooklyn Nets, but after the game. We want to get through the game first, and then we'll talk about what we think is gonna happen with the Nets and the whole everything in that blockbuster deal. But first, Kevin Durant, as you can see, highlighted with 26 points, 2 blocks, 6 assists, and 3 rebounds. Uh, Apparently he was just unstoppable today. Um, and it's almost everyone is in double digit points. That's that's not Knick defense. That's not what the Knicks are known for.
That's a straight team win for the Nets. They had Harris, which is still an All Star, 15 points, 3 assists, 2 rebounds. Your starting five played great, 11 points, 2 assists, 4 rebounds from Jeff Green. You got 9 points, 2 assists, 12 rebounds from DeAndre Jordan. And then you got a kid like Bruce Brown, and you let him become a star. You let him become a star. He had a -9. Meanwhile, he had 15 points, 2 assists, and 14 rebounds. It's just crazy.
And even their bench, like Landry Shamet with
Shabbat came
13
out,
points.
hit a couple of threes.
Yeah. Uh 3 of 7 from 3 point. Perry coming out 11 points. Chioza, I didn't see much from him with 3 points. I seen him more,
I
yeah,
seen the
like
assists.
passing, yeah.
Yeah, yeah, some assists and some steals too.
Yeah, I see that.
But still, it's a game you should have won. You're at home. And I don't care if there's no thing on you're at home. You have to win these games at home. Now your record at home is 2 games under 500. I think they're 2-4 now at home.
Yeah. It's not even updated yet.
What I told you about Julius, 25 shots to get 30 points. That's crazy.
20
That's crazy.
to get 30 points. Yeah, he
And
he had
then
to fight
that's the
hard.
problem. We miss a lot of shots. Not a good shooting team. So then everybody has to put up. Look at Barrett. 15 shots to get 20 points. Mitch puts up 9 shots to get 10 points. Austin Rivers is a starting. He's better off staying on the bench.
Yeah,
You
he
had
was
8 points as a starter. 8 points, 4 assists, 6 rebounds as a starter. I'd rather those numbers come off the bench. Peyton is just starting the game and he misses 2 or 3. That's what I'm saying about starting the game with Peyton. You start the game with Peyton and he misses 4 straight layups and that's it. The game's out of reach
yeah,
because he doesn't understand. He breaks down the paint for a reason. They know you miss. Look, you only have 4 assists.
and a -13.
A -13 as the starter. Barry a -2. It's unbelievable. It's unbelievable. 3 for 11. Rivers 3 for 10. It's crazy.
It's infuriating. It's really
Knox, the
infuriating.
only guy had a good thing going, and he only gave him 24 minutes.
Yeah, Nuts
I've been
was
telling you for a minute now. You gotta let him play, bro.
5
You gotta
assists.
let Knox play. He's gotta play 30 minutes now. Somebody gotta sit down, bro. Payton's gonna have to sit down and put Knox in there with Rivers and Barrett. I'm telling you. Because you're starting the game in a hole with him in there. You're starting the game in a hole. This guy is always putting you in a hole, bro.
And one thing I want to highlight here, Emmanuel quickly, 7 of 15, just like Barrett, with 22 minutes. Now,
So it's more efficient because it's less minutes. That's 16 less minutes. You did the same thing that this guy did in 38 minutes. See what I'm saying?
yeah, he had some good 3 pointers,
He got to get his threes up.
yesterday.
Okay, if you're gonna keep through shooting them, because your mid-range game, the lady said it today on the ESPN cast.
Doors.
He got a great, good mid-range game. So then stick to the mid-range game then, like you did today. You shot it 4 times. You said I'm gonna take four threes. That's it.
Yeah, I'm alright with that. I'm alright with that. It's better. It's
The
better
good thing
than.
is, look at the free throw.
Oh yeah, his free throw
That's what I'm liking.
looks good today. Yeah.
Hit your free throw shots, like Jesus. It's only you and Randall. Look, they got a free throw in the whole game.
This is bad.
You know how many times Randall got hit to only have 2 free throws? That's crazy, bro.
And the overall team free throws is 12. We made 10.
That's what happens when you're a jump shooting team. The ref is not gonna call it. The ref is not gonna call it, even though they only shot 5 more than us, but still, they're attacking more. We stop attacking with the kick and pass. I don't see that no more. And like I said, Peyton, I love Peyton and everything. But Peyton shouldn't be starting right now because he puts you in a hole too quick in the game. You're already in the hole. He goes down there and he goes 4 straight layups. And then it's open and easy layups. Like it's crazy. Barrett also, he goes down there and he can miss 3 right under the rim. It's crazy.
And
I don't know what to say.
and Barrett breaks down the defense really good. Barrett breaks down the defense. So it's really tough watching him get an open look and missing. Quite frankly, it's been happening the past few games. We've been
And what I
watching.
told you about Randall, we need you to get 10 rebounds. We need you to get almost 7 assists. With those 3 more rebounds and those 2 more assists could equal out to at least, the very least, it could be the 10 points right there. 3 and 2 more.
Mitchell Robinson.
And that's your game right there. Look, we would have been winning 19 and 16.
Yeah.
I'm telling you. Today he looked like he didn't want to play today. The only way he dropped 30 was because he shot 25 times. That's the only way he got 30.
Yeah, the overall confidence
And then
once
he put Toppin in for 1 minute.
I see that, yeah. Obi Toppin is now available. I don't really know why, just to give him a -2 on the floor. But I just want to point out Mitchell Robinson real quick. I don't think it goes unnoticed that he's facing a former teammate in DeAndre Jordan and managed to get 12 rebounds and have a +5 with 10
Double
points.
double.
Yeah,
Double double.
that's not bad.
But we need more from Mitch.
We definitely do.
We need the double double on a consistent basis. And then we need you to reach 20 sometimes. We need you to reach 20 sometimes because we don't have enough offensive power. Even if you miss a shot, at least it opens up your lane for you. If you out there trying to shoot a three, because he's gonna have to start shooting threes. You
And
have to practice them and start shooting them in the game.
just off the top of my mind, the last play, first of all, we shouldn't be. It shouldn't. They shouldn't have had an 18-point lead going into the fourth quarter or whatever, or have such a dominant lead that we have to literally claw our way back. And in the fourth quarter, we're down by 5. They're putting out Kevin Durant and Joe Harris, and we have to actually claw and scratch and fight our way back. We should have it contested the whole way through. But I do want to say I was a little confused on the Kevin Knox, Mitchell Robinson inbound pass where they passed it. I don't really know what's going on there, but like I said, the lead this game was too large. There was, like you said, the confidence was overall, like I don't know what was going on. Especially look at the second quarter, 35 to our 20.
Yeah, not only that, you look at the second quarter, 35. Forget about 35 to our 20. 30 in one quarter, they got 35. We got 45 in two quarters. Only 10 more points in two quarters. That's the game right there. That's the game right there. Those 10 points.
It really really sucks.
Those are the points right there.
And this is a game I really truly feel we could have won. Especially clawing back in the ending there.
Man, they're gonna have to trade somebody. I'm telling you, there's no way this team is. It's just a bad jump shooting team.
Before we get into trades, let's look at some of the team stats, and then we'll go into the highlights. Now,
Not bad.
the field goal, yeah, the field goals are tied actually. 44 made, 44 made. Field goal percentage is not that bad either, not too far of a lead. 48 to 47. 3 points, we took way less three pointers than them. They took 40, we took 28. Not way, only 12 less. And they made more.
But we got out rebounded.
Oh yeah, the rebounds. The three more rebounds.
With Julius and Mitch there, we're not supposed to be getting rebounded when you had games where you playing against more superior players and lately you're just playing down to the opposition and you're not you're supposed to at when they were 5-3 they just lost four straight games. They were 5-3, feeling good about themselves. You have to stay hungry. They lost a little bit of hunger. That's it. They lost one game. They lost the OKC game. After that game, that's it. They haven't done nothing after that. Four
And
straight losses, and then now where's your win's gonna come? I don't know when the next win's gonna come.
we do have a really tough schedule. I will say
That's
I
one of the
come.
things we got number one
Hmm.
tough schedule, so I'll give you that.
Man, oh look at this. The fast break points again, zero for the Knicks. We need to work on fast break points or getting points off of turnovers. Well, we got 14 off of turnovers. That's not bad
I'm telling you,
with the fast break.
we need less minutes from Peyton and more minutes from Quickly and Knox. Now you have to start playing your younger guys even more because this just went from we was just in the fifth place to out of the playoffs that quick.
Yeah, we were ninth going into the game. Brooklyn was seventh, and it was a really hard fought win for Brooklyn. They even put Durant and Joe Harris back in, but like I said, that cannot happen.
Just gotta play better defense. Like we haven't been playing defense like they were starting the season. They were more running around, going crazy, defending. You don't see that now. Now they moping because they can't hit a jump shot. Earlier, they were running around playing defense and their jump shot was good. So it was once your jump shot go in, you playing good defense. Come on, that's not the way, bro.
I didn't like it. I didn't like it today. I'm gonna be straight
You
up.
got some videos there.
Yeah, we got some highlights coming at you. We're gonna mute while we watch these just so that we can hear everything and get our thoughts. And pause after every highlight and say our thoughts. Now, right there, we just witnessed Durant taking a tough shot over Julius Randle. No, he doesn't even have his hands up. Is this Durant shooting? That's to start the game too. 0-0 right there. Now, what about that from Mitchell Robinson? Out hustling and getting the dunk. That was pretty good.
Has some hops. You just need to work on getting some muscles.
Nothing really to say there. Is just Joe Harris taking one of the
All star
threes.
player, make an all star move. And you got all star players playing like an all star. So he's supposed to hit a shot.
Yeah, I didn't know Green still had that in his repertoire. The threes he made, it was a
And
little unbelievable. I was starting to get a little PO'd at that.
and they both play point forward. So you don't even need a point guard on the thing on the floor. You don't even need a point guard because Kevin Durant or Jeff Green bringing up the ball.
Randle was catching heat from the 3 point right there. Two consecutive on two consecutive plays.
Yeah, but he was doing a lot of dumb fouls
Yeah, the foul.
away from the ball and stuff like that. Especially, I hate getting fouls away from the ball because it's let the guy that's playing against the ball catch a foul. But somebody away from the ball catching a foul is the most nagging and the worst thing could happen in the game because it's like you don't care.
Exactly.
See how they left Alpha Payton there by himself.
Because he was missing every layup before
The
that.
team's already that's the scout.
Yeah.
So when you have something like that, that means he's forced to shoot it. So that's when you start a game like that. When you that's playing 5-on-4. That's playing five
Essentially.
on four because now you see how the guy dropped back and deep. It's like somebody else. Like come on,
Yeah, and Austin Rivers as well in the beginning of the game.
same thing with Austin. Like if you're a better bench player, then all right, we gonna keep you on the bench then
I-
because you came up with bench numbers as a starter. So maybe you should start quickly. I know I would start quickly in Knox because lately Knox he'll miss two, but he'll make two. You see what I'm saying? It's not like he's gonna have a 0 for 21 like RJ. So I will start quickly RJ, Knox, Randall, and Mitch. Because you gotta switch it up. Obviously, right now you gotta switch it up.
Yeah, and Austin Rivers was 0 of 9 to start the game. That was one thing that Mike Breen brought up that I wanted to bring up too. So
The all don't look the same.
Noel, he only had one field goal attempt, and it was an alley oop from Payton. He made it, but
He
I,
don't
I
look the
don't.
same.
Yeah, I don't know what happened this game with Noel. He picked someone's pocket, and that's about it.
No, it's like he got hurt and then he came back. He's not the same person player that we had.
Hmm. That's one thing I want to bring up again. It looks like he's about to make another three. Knox and quickly, like you said, in two consecutive highlights. Well, it's about to be a third one. Making threes and
Making good plays. And there's guys that you drafted, guys that are gonna be on the team. You got to give them the most minutes now. Right? You started off with this vet bullshit. I understand you, Tom Thibodeau, but Peyton has shown you he's erratic. He okay, he can get to the paint. I'm fine with that. But what good of a use are you to me if you get to the paint and you can't make a 5 foot layup? You know what good use? You missing a 5 foot layup. You right under the basket missing. But
Meanwhile,
I've never seen that so many misses under the with Peyton and Barrett together. They have at least 10 a game. At least. That's the least.
oh man, and quickly taking 15-foot
Quickly,
floaters.
quickly with the floaters, but
Mm,
at least they up on them so their spacing is better for Julius. The spacing will be better for Julius. Julius, you already see, that's it. He got tired of passing. Now he hasn't had a game where he's close to a triple double again.
yeah,
Like, come on, you could almost get a triple double whenever you want if he put his mind to it. Keep passing. In this game, there was at least 2, 3 drives where I see him get the ball, and I said, "Man, this guy's not gonna pass it. He's not passing it." Like in other games, I'll be like, "Dang, he's gonna pass it. That guy's open, and he will pass it. The guy's open. The guy will hit the shot." You got to get back to that. That's the way we was winning games.
need to throw the
So now
balls
you
back.
trying to get away from that? Ain't that what you want? We can even do the point forward then. Let's not play with no point guard then. Put two shooting guards there, like what Brooklyn just did.
That's not a bad
Brooklyn did
idea.
not have no point guards there. They had two power forwards to bring it up. Kevin Durant and Jeff Green. So you got Julius and you got Knox. They both could bring it up. You got Austin Rivers still a shooting guard. That's a point guard combo. He could bring it up. If you don't want to start quickly, you're gonna have to switch it up because the teams already know. Leave Peyton alone and let him hit or miss. It's hit or miss with him. We'll win. We'll win. We'll beat you. Leaving this guy alone. We'll play 5-on-4 and we'll leave him alone and let y'all. But we'll double up on Julius. We'll have two guys slumped on him, and then we'll have a guy on the wing for nobody can shoot a three. It usually gets cold, and they usually. Oh, it's a big thing. The guy landed on his leg. If it was us, they would have went to the table
And reviewed it.
and they would have reviewed it and probably called it a flagrant. I'm telling you.
Yeah, the refs have been off.
I don't understand that part right there. Like Randall just that's it. Like
He pushes him off and then leaves his hands on.
that part right there.
That was his first real goal in the game right there. That's why I told you. That's when he was 0 for 9. That was his first real goal.
Erratic players. So me being the coach, I said, listen, we got to get to the foul line. I want everybody to attack. There's no shot blocker on this team. Attack, attack, attack. When DeAndre Jordan sit down, attack. Let's try to get to the foul line and let's get easy 2 points because you guys are bad. You keep jump shot and your jump shot not in, then your defense goes down. So that's the bad thing about this team.
One thing I want to bring up, I don't think I've seen Bullock this game either.
He's hurt.
He's hurt too? Jeez, Alex Burks. Bullock now.
Especially two guys that are good 3-point shooters, man. Burks to me is like a real big loss.
Burks has been a big loss.
This is a big loss,
Uh,
bro, because
On
he was money, bro, and I don't think we're gonna get him back either.
on the yeah, no, they're saying he's walking around in the boot. On the ESPN right before the game, they said Burks, Bear, Julius Randle combined for 58 points per game.
Bro, it would have been high right now if he was here. Remember, he hasn't played.
If we probably would have had some more wins.
And that would have been higher. It would have been more than 58. It would have been something like almost 70.
And we're not getting calls. We're not getting calls in these past few games. I don't mean to harp on it, but the officiating has been bad for our past few games. What's with the one in Denver Nuggets and then the one in Charlotte? It's been bad. That was a charge. There was some missed fouls in this game. Uh, in the ending, a 5 second inbound pass
Yeah,
that should have been a
that happened
turnover.
like 2 or 3 times too.
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy. This is the NBA, and your NBA refs. If that, they have to look into that, man. The league has to look into that. That's crazy. You can't keep doing that against us. Like they're letting travels people score on travel. They're letting people score on inbound passes. We're doing 5 seconds. And I counted 6 seconds. Then he called timeout. Like it's ridiculous.
Yeah, tough game. Tough
They
to watch that again.
they're just in a little funk, a little funk right now. They just need to settle down. You don't have no expectations. You're a young team. Settle down. Come back this next game. I don't know who they playing, and focus on your shot. Focus on your shot when you jump up. Are you straight? Are your shoulders squared to the basket? Make sure you get a better shot because that's our problem.
Yeah, it's we have the Cavaliers on the 15th. You want to talk about the deal now? The Nets deal? Because I think it's a different game if Harden is here. I don't think that these points would be here with Harden, Kyrie, and Durant. Okay, here it is. The James Harden deal. Brooklyn Nets, Rockets, Pacers, and Cavs all get something out of this deal. Nets get James Harden. Rockets get Oladipo, Exum, Brooks,
Yeah, Karuk. He's
Caruks,
Latvian too. Latvia. It's
four,
Karuk's. 4 first rounders.
three Brooklyn first
Yeah,
round.
but in the ESPN we just read it. It was four
Oh, so
first rounders.
okay, so one Milwaukee first, four Brooklyn first round swaps. That's
That's it.
that's enough right there. I feel like Pacers get Karis LeVert, second rounder. Cavs get Jarrett Allen and Kareem Prince. Now,
I don't understand what Cavs are doing.
no, yeah,
I don't understand what the Cavs are doing there.
they traded Exum, right? They had Exum. Yeah, I guess it's because they Exum is a point guard. They have
And your first rounder from Milwaukee.
All right, so let's start with Cavs first, and then we go up to Nets. Cavs get Jarrett Allen, Tariq Prince, and give off Exum. Point blank, I don't know.
You add 2 players to your bench. Like I don't get it.
They have Drummond, they have JaVale McGee, and I have Jarrett Allen. That's three centers,
And they had Larry Nance Jr., who's the power forward.
and they gave away one of their PGs with Exum. Uh, I think they're probably they probably missed out on they got some of the short end of the stick. Jarrett Allen is not bad. But you already
Jared
got
Allen and no, the players are good players. It's just what are you gonna do? You gonna off the bench or are you gonna start Allen at the power forward
you
now?
can't.
Jared Allen, like come on.
They got Drummond. Why would they? They have Drummond. Why would they
Yeah, but
start?
Drummond, and another center, I can see starting like that. I could see him and Drummond starting, but I don't understand. Like Prince is a shooting guard, small forward, and you got like I don't understand what Cleveland's doing. Don't understand what Cleveland's doing. You have so many small forwards on that team that I'm telling you, that's like what the Knicks did with all those power forwards. Like, come on,
Yeah,
that's ridiculous.
yeah. They. I feel like they got the short end of the stick. Pacers though, they get rid of Oladipo, but they get Karis LeVert and a second rounder. Karis LeVert has
That's
two years left on his contract. Oladipo only had one. I think they got away with a steal here.
they got away with a steal because Karis LeVert is a ball player. Karis LeVert rebounds, assists. He's 25, 10, and 5, 20, 25, 15, and 5. He can give you that. That's how good of a player that he is, Karis LeVert.
And from what we've seen from Oladipo playing on the Pacers, he hasn't been himself. I don't really know if that was because he was on the Pacers and he wanted to go to a different team, which were rumors last year, or I don't know what's going on with him.
Yeah,
But
he wanted out also, but he looked good. It's just he's never been a defensive player anyways. So, he's gonna look good over there in Houston. They're gonna have to run over there. So it'll be Wall, Oladipo, PJ. I forgot who they're shooting guard. Eric Gordon or something? I don't know.
yeah, well,
I don't know. They're
no,
gonna
it's
Houston.
PJ.
Houston's just they're gonna have to run up. They really don't have no center. They
They
really should have gotten Jared Allen
they
and
have
told the damn Cavs to get the hell out of there.
I think they have DeMarcus Cousins, but he's not reliable. He's been getting ejected out of games.
If the Rockets would have some way somehow pulled that Jared Allen out and gotten them over there, Jared Allen, Christian Wood, DeMarcus Cousin, John Wall, Oladipo, that's a nice strong five right there and bench.
That's not bad.
But they let Jared Allen go to the Cavs. It has to be something to do with money. It has something to do with money.
Mind you, too, they had Karis LeVert. Rockets had Karis LeVert, and then they traded for Oladipo. I think Karis LeVert would have probably had been
Caris
better as a
LeVert,
shooting guard on that team.
Caris LeVert, I would have just done it with the Nets. I don't know why they got everybody else involved. I would have just stood with the Nets, but I think they got a little scared and they figured that the Caris LeVert is not a star or something. If they got saying like, oh, we got to get a star, got names, so they got Oladipo.
Oh
That's the
yeah,
only thing that I can see.
but they got a lot of first rounders. That's actually really good. One
The
Milwaukee,
thing, the
three.
thing with the first round with the people that I say with the people, I really people are like they go crazy and nuts for the first rounders. Me, sometimes I'm not even. I really don't care for a first round pick. I really don't because you can miss. You can miss on a first round pick. Now, 8 first round picks. That's crazy. That's still
Yeah,
crazy. Remember, they gave 3 first rounders for Drew Holiday. What do you think you're gonna get for this guy? You
yeah.
have
They
to
could.
give to get. They gave up 3 for Drew Holiday. You had to have give up 6 at least. So I'm not even that mad at that first round thing. And the thing is, the Nets. I mean, they've been drafting good, but look at the Knicks. Look at the Knicks. We just went and drafted. You drafted Knox when you could have had Shea. You drafted Donna. You could have had. You drafted Nicolina and you could have had Donovan Mitchell.
Mhm,
Like, all this first round buzz. What happened? You picked the wrong guy.
true. Yeah, it gets tough.
You're supposed to get Halliburton. What you did? You went and got Toppin. So it's just like it's a never ending thing.
And now the Nets with James Harden,
In
Kyrie,
the backyard. They got the big three in the backyard.
Kevin Durant, and who are they gonna have? Probably Jeff Green and DeAndre Jordan
Yeah,
to fill the rest of the spots.
that's starting five, yep.
Um,
That's your starting five. Now what happens now is after the trade deadline where people get cut, and people I want to play with the Brooklyn Nets too. Let me go over there and
Now they're, what did ESPN say? They're first or
they're
second?
second.
They're
They're behind the Lakers to win the chip.
second
So
favorites, right?
the second favorite. So that's a big chip thing too. Now you gotta live up to that. Now Jay Harden he gonna have to get into basketball shape because he's definitely not in shape, and they're gonna have to do it. Kevin Durant wanted to come to New York. All right, let's see what you are made of. Now, if you don't win with this big three, you're
Oh,
gonna see how they're gonna kill you here.
oh yeah.
The newspapers have enough time now, because that's what happened when this with the Knicks. They kill us for any little thing. But Brooklyn, since they're the little brothers, they get the pass.
They killed us for not going after Harden. Even in off season, they killed us for some of the, for some of the stars that they could have had, like pursuing Giannis, pursuing other people. It's gonna be tough if what you say happens. If they don't find success or at least get past third,
I
second,
don't see
third.
them. I don't see this team beating Philadelphia.
Philadelphia is that's who I think Philadelphia was gonna trade for Harden. I actually think it was smarter not trading for him. The team chemistry on Philadelphia looks really good right now, and even with the trade rumors going on, they still managed to play good. So I think Philadelphia
And I don't
is
know if they
still
could
gonna be
beat. I don't know if they could beat the Celtics. Remember, that's gonna be a team with only the only player that plays defense there is Kevin Durant. Uh, uh,
a
you
smart defensive man. Yeah,
yeah, Kyrie will get you a couple of steals here and there,
Harden don't play
but
defense.
Harden don't play defense at all. Kevin Durant don't play defense at all. Who's gonna give you defense on the team? DeAndre Jordan?
What happens when he's off the floor?
That's
They
good for them. Now they're gonna have to. Now they're gonna have to. Pray somebody gets cut, and then they're gonna have to jump on whatever player. You're gonna see they got somebody, Jamal McGee get cut. They'll jump on him. Like that's the way these teams are. They want to be front runners on all the players. Like that's why I'm happy. I'm still happy with the Knicks. They're not that bad. They're not doing that bad. They're still doing good. But they're gonna need a trade because Brooklyn is doing this in your backyard. Look at what Brooklyn has just pulled off. And I don't know how many years they've been in Brooklyn, but they've done it twice now. The first time they brought Kevin
Garnett
Garnett.
and Paul Pierce. They
Even
did
though
they did the exact same thing.
they did the same exact things, something similar. They gave up mad picks, and they were down for a while. But then they had a good coach that coached these players up. Had Spencer Dinwiddie and Karis LeVert playing good, and Jared Allen. So they made their little draft of the big three, and these guys were playing, and then boom, now people
Gone.
wanted to come here. I always said it when I know when they said that they wanted to come here and play with this team. That's bull crap. You never want to go. Oh, I want to go to Brooklyn and play with the team. No, you're gonna bring in your players. You always wanted. That's been since you went to Brooklyn. He knew Harden some way somehow could work his way over there. I trust me.
Yeah, and his mentality is not in the game as well. You got to remember people like John Wall were saying like, "Oh, you want to jump off the cliff after 9 games." DeMarcus Cousins said that the animosity was there even off the interviews. So you got another guy. You got a lot of egos here.
Yeah.
That's one of the big things.
And all three of the guys need the ball in their hands to create.
Well, not all of them need to be on the floor at the same time.
And what do you think? This guy Harden plays 40 minutes. Durant is the only one that don't need to be playing as many minutes.
Yeah, he just came off of
But
an injury.
Harden's gonna want the ball in his hands.
That's another thing. Kyrie wasn't in today.
Kyrie got personal reasons. He's over there. He's having a birthday party, his personal reason.
breaking protocols and everything.
So that right there, it's a bad look in the Nets' eyes. Anyways, you got two sulky players. You got a guy that's weird in Kyrie Irving.
Sage. Throwing
He
sage everywhere.
Yeah, he's just weird. And then now you bring in a guy that just quit on his last team. So
Jump the
it's
gun.
like, all right, man, be careful what you wish for. So you wish for this, you got your little B unit, you got your thing, and you want this or
Oh
that.
yeah.
All right.
That was Bleacher Report that
Yeah, that was a
posted B
Bleacher
unit?
Report that did it. Yup. You
Mm.
got B unit. All right. No ring, no mercy.
I think Houston fans already know how this is gonna go. They've seen Harden and they know what he does. He asked for a trade for Russell Westbrook. That what happened there? They 1 year.
He wanted Chris Paul too.
Oh yeah, and he wanted Chris Paul. He had Dwight Howard, Chris Paul, Russell Westbrook, all the different times, but never
Listen,
managed to actually
they
do
can
things.
say whatever they want to say. No ring. That's it. It's a flop, and they deserve all the negative publicity because look what happened across town. Across town, they chew them up. So this is New York. You're gonna gotta get the same treatment.
They
You
have
gotta
to.
chew them up.
It's a championship. This is a championship
There's a
team. They have to win
championship
a
team. You
championship.
just mortgage your future. We know for at least I don't know how many when these picks start anyways because the Nets have problems with the picks anyway. They don't have picks for the next 2 or 3 years anyways.
Yeah.
So they're not gonna have picks for what the next 11 years. Come on, that's retarded too. No first rounder in 11 years.
Oh
At
man.
least 8 years because if you're giving them four first round swaps, meaning if your pick is lower than theirs, they're gonna jump on it. So Brooklyn is going with the thought like, oh nah, we're gonna have a good record. And that's what you say. You never know what could happen.
Never.
Beard has never gotten hurt that I can remember. So he's
Oh.
due for an injury. Being
He's
that
out of
fat,
shape.
out of
Yeah.
weight, man,
He's
you're
out of
gonna get
shape.
hurt.
He's out of shape.
You're gonna get hurt. You got Kyrie Irving with his delusional self.
Yeah, you never.
The only real player you got there is Kevin Durant.
That's their future. That's their future now. That's what they have to bank on.
So and then now when you see when they play the Knicks today, you see a couple of players that they can pluck and play. That Bruce Brown kid
He's
from
nice. Yeah.
Detroit. He's gonna have to play the kid. He
Joe
just picked up 15 damn rebounds. Like come on,
Joe
ridiculous.
Harris is Joe Harris. They have some
Harris is
pieces.
an all-star player, he's top 100 player. They just they had a starting five that was top 100 players. That's what I don't understand either. At the beginning of the season, when you looked at the top 100 players, the starting five was in the Brooklyn Nets. The Knicks only had Mitchell Robinson at 100.
I think Cavs wasn't as much of a winner, but I think Pacers are slept on in this trade. Rockets are a huge winner, and Nets are a big winner as well.
The Rockets did great, but in swapping that out of Depot with Levert,
Mm,
I think they were better off staying with Levert
true.
as
I
the
agree.
second rounder.
I don't know. Maybe it's because Oladipo has 1 year, so they're hoping.
Oh, to
They're
free
probably
up,
not
yeah,
gonna.
that's what
Yeah.
that was.
Okay.
That's
Yeah.
exactly what that was. They free up that money, and it's a good trade chip when trade the trade around the corner. They might flip him again. You see, they just flipped him for Levert. They just got Levert and flipped him. So the season is just 11 games old. So to pull that trade like that, man, that's kudos to Sean Marks, man, and the Brooklyn staff over there, man. They're making it happen.
It's gonna be different for Brooklyn. Coming up again. Kyrie really unpredictable. James Harden not in the best shape.
I'll tell you one thing. I'll probably be watching more games because at least now you know you got a big three there.
Oh yeah.
So at least you know they're gonna be running away with games. You got the big three, and you still got Joe Harris, and you still got DeAndre there that could still, you see, he could still muscle up and get people, younger players and stuff. So he's all right. He can get you 10 rebounds at the center spot. That'll be fine. So that's all they need from DeAndre. They really don't need much from DeAndre. And I see them playing small. You see at one point Durant and Green. So they had two power forwards playing. So they don't have no center.
And Doris Burke is a huge Durant fan. I can't remember this. It's probably a
Oh,
drinking
forget
game you
about
can make off of that game. This way, oh
yeah.
Durant, he's such a good player.
Oh no, it was pretty sweet. Listen, I tell you one thing. They got two of the top five players right now, in Harden and Durant. Then you throw in Kyrie Irving, another bona fide star. You have your big three. You have no other. I don't hear nothing from them. No crying, no bullshit, no nothing.
They have to win the chip.
You had a bunch of good players, and you got rid of all your players because you're chasing this ring. You better get a ring this year. Sorry, and it's gonna be hard. I still don't see them like I still see the Lakers better than them. I still see the Clippers better than them. I don't see Milwaukee better than them.
But I do think it's tight between, like you said, Philadelphia and Nuggets.
Philadelphia give one problem because you got no center down low against MB. At least you had Allen that could score against them. Now you let go of Allen. Same thing, like I said, I don't understand what the Cavs did there, but I guess I remember. I know they gave Exum a big deal, so
Hmm.
I guess they didn't want to pay Exum.
Maybe because they got Colin Sexton.
It's a good deal for Brooklyn Pacers and the Rockets. I just don't see what the Cavs did there.
Yeah, Cavs got the short end of the stick.
But it's a good trade. Kudos to the Nets for making it happen, and at least finally, even though it's not the New York Knicks, but at least bringing a big three to New York. Even though we have it's behind in our backyard, it's in Brooklyn, and it's not in Manhattan.
Yeah. Well, thank you all for coming by, showing love. This has been New York Neutrals with the Knicks Neutrals, and we'll see.
Brooklyn neutrals, baby.
No,
Brooklyn's neutrals.
no.
The Nets, baby.
We'll see you guys next time.